Alrighty then. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Matthew Baker of Beautiful New York Tours. We have come to the 2-hour mark in the third series of tours here online. So again, I'm going to be taking a couple weeks to concentrate on some other things, and we'll be back, hopefully by the end of the month to do our fourth round where we will have a different theme. So for this round of tours, we've talked a lot about the things that you might actually come and do and see and your reasons for them on tour. And we started with LaGuardia Airport, where you might arrive. So I think it makes sense to bookend that with another transportation video. And this time we'll talk about traveling on the ground, for instance, by rail via Penn Station. Pennsylvania Station. The building, the main entrance building, used to be the post office, and it's an attempt to emulate an old Penn Station that was once there. The great train station for long-distance rail travel in New York City. The original Penn Station was considered one of the most beautiful buildings in the city, and it was torn down in 1963. The resulting outrage provoked into existence New York's landmark laws. Today, any building in the city older than 30 years, considered architecturally interesting, important, or influential, becomes eligible to be designated a landmark and spared the wrecking ball. And it was Penn Station that really provoked all of that into existence. And Penn Station, of course, is one of the many ports of entry, so to speak, that is controlled by the Port Authority of New York and New Jersey. And you'll, of course, see that name in a lot of places. There's the Port Authority bus terminal. There is the PATH train, which stands for Port Authority Trans-Hudson, Penn Station, etc. Now, the Port Authority of New York and New Jersey is not a federal agency. It is not a state agency. It is by state, a collaboration between the two states of New York and New Jersey, and it is every bit as complicated as it sounds. But if you find yourself coming into New York or New Jersey from outside in any port of entry, smile, you're on candid camera. Probably several. There are lots and lots of security cameras all around the Port Authority, and that's a very helpful thing. Because not only for security measures such as, don't try to get away with anything, but I remember doing a tour with a seniors group from Canada once upon a time, and the average age of the travelers was in their 70s. And this was back when the World Trade Center site was still within a whole bunch of fences because it was an active construction site. So you went through all kinds of security just to get onto the plaza. And on the way out, there was a lady who wasn't paying close attention. She missed the line of her group in front of her, didn't turn when they did, and got promptly lost. As soon as the group leader and I both realized this, we went to the Port Authority, and they found the lady on their security cameras. So she was only lost for about a half an hour, what under other circumstances might have cost the group a whole day of having a good time. They managed to solve it very quickly, and that was a wonderful thing. Now, the Port Authority does also a lot of security at places like the George Washington Bridge, way up in Washington Heights. So if you're driving in and out of New York City, that's a Port Authority point of exit as well. The busiest bridge in the United States in terms of sheer numbers of vehicles that cross it. But I love train travel, so I tend to think in terms of Penn Station. I love train travel because you can read, you don't need to concentrate on the road, because it often takes you through wonderfully woodsy areas and sometimes past beautiful water views as well. And so if you have the chance to travel in and out of Penn Station, I definitely recommend it when it is safe to do so. So please check me out at Beautiful New York Tours. You can search Beautiful New York Tours on Facebook or email me at baker.tours@yahoo.com. Again, that is baker.tours@yahoo. Thank you very much.